Good day to all my viewers around the world. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at 2017-2018 Nigerian Mathematics Olympiad second round. Question number 1. This is basically for junior category. But before we proceed, please, I would like you to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share. Thank you. All right. Solve the following set of simultaneous equations. Solve the following set of simultaneous equations. We have 3 equations given. Let's label that. Equation 1 is this. This is equation 2. Okay, and this is equation 3. Then we have something that is very important here, which we have to note, that the addition of this and this is equal to x. And how do we define this? Okay, that's the first thing we need to do. Let's state that this is the greatest integer. Okay, this is the greatest integer. We can say greatest integer function or greatest integer of x. Okay, and for this is the fraction part of x. So this is the first thing that we need to do. Let's define the unknown. Okay, now knowing this is going to help us in solving the simultaneous equation. And after this, what do? The first thing to do is to add the 3 equations together. That's adding the 3 equations. Adding the 3 equations. That's equation 1 plus equation 2 plus equation 3. Now, let's go with that now. Equation 1 plus 2 plus 3. We're adding this x plus y plus z, okay? And also take note that this is also, addition of it will give us x. Take note of that. So in a nutshell, to add this, for this part here, x plus, this is going to give us x. Now, that means x plus x, that will be 2x. So this is 2x plus, now this is y here, okay? Addition of this and this is going to give us y. So y plus y, that's going to give us 2y. Okay, this is z here. Addition of these 2 is going to give us z as well. So z plus z. Don't forget, based on, we are doing that based on the notes given here. If x is equal to addition of this and this, same thing is applicable for y, same thing is applicable for z in terms of y and z. Okay, so for this now, this part, we have z, so addition of these 2 is going to give us z as well. So z plus z, that's going to be 2z. So if we add 1.1, 2.2, and 3.3 together, that's going to give us 6.6. All right, so we can find a common common factor here. What is the common factor? 2 into bracket of x plus y, okay, plus z, which is equal to 6.6. Dividing both sides by 2, we'll be having x plus y plus z is equal to 3.3. So let's take note of this. Okay, now after this, how do we go ahead with the solution? The next thing we have to do is to add equation 1 and equation 2 together. Add equation 1 and 2 together. Add equation 1 and 2. Now, let's take a look at that carefully. From what we have here, hold on, let me clean this. We want to add equation 1 and 2 together. And from what we have here, equation 1 is this, equation 2 is this. So we have, this is x plus y, and don't forget, addition of these 2 is going to give us z. So we have x plus y plus z, then also plus this, which is the fraction part of x, and this, which is the greatest integer function of y. Okay, so we're going to have x plus y plus z. Let's note that first. This is x plus y plus z. Okay, then addition of this and this. Take note, that's plus this and plus this, which is equal to, so if you add equation 1 and 2 together, 1.1, 2.2, that's going to give us 3.3. So in a nutshell, we've gotten the value for this already. Take a note of this. Take a look at this. This here, x plus y plus z is 3.3. So meaning we know the value of x plus y plus z. So that would be 3.3, okay, plus fraction part of x and plus the greatest integer of y, which is equal to 3.3. So with this, if you subtract 3.3 from both sides, what we'll be having is this, okay, then plus greatest integer of y, and which is equal to 0. Let's label this equation 4. Okay, so if we have this as equation 4, let's do, we have done addition of 1 and 2. Let's add 1 and 3 together. Add equation 1 and 3. Okay, equation 1 and 3. Let's take a look at that. Let me clean this. Okay, for equation 1 and 3, now we're adding together. This is equation 1 and this is equation 3. So meaning we have x here, okay, plus y, addition of this and this. Look at this and this is going to give us y. X plus y, then we have plus z here. Let's take that. X plus y plus z. Okay, this is the z here. Then we are left with this, which is the greatest integer of x and the fraction part of z. So we had it together with it. That's plus. Here we have this and plus fraction of z. Okay, so then addition of 1.1 and 3.3 will give us 4.4. 4.4. So don't forget, we still fall back to this. X plus y plus z is equal to 3.3, which is the same thing with this. So this is going to give us 3.3, okay, plus this, and also plus fraction part of z, which is equal to 4.4. And from here, if you subtract 3.3 from both sides, we'll be left with this plus this, okay, then that's 4.4 minus 3.3, that will give us 1.1. Okay, so let's label this equation 5. All right, equation 4a, and this is equation 5. Now we have done addition of 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2. We have done addition of equation 1 and 3. So let's do addition of equation 2 and 3. So add equation 2 and 3. So in adding equation 2 and 3, how do we go with that? This is equation 2 and 3. Let's clean this first. Equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, let's look at the addition of equation 2 and equation 3. That means equation 2 here, equation 3 here. So to add this together, let's take a look at this 2. That means the addition of these 2 is going to give us x. So here is x, okay, and the plus, this is y here, okay, we're going to have plus y, okay, and here we have z here, which is plus z, and we are left with this and this, okay, so we put them here, that's plus fraction part of y, okay, and also plus the greatest integer of z. So if we add these two together, 2.2 plus 3.3, that's going to give us 5.5. So don't forget that this as well is equal to 3.3. So here is 3.3, then plus, we have the fraction part of y, and plus the greatest integer of z, which is equal to 5.5. So if you subtract 3.3 from both sides, we'll be left with this, okay? and this is going to be 2.2. All right, let's label this equation 6. Okay, we have 3 equations here now. So the next thing we're going to do is to look at equation 4 and express it further. What is our equation 4? From equation 4 now, let's look at that. From equation 4. Okay, what is equation 4? This is what we have. The fraction part of x plus the greatest integer of y is equal to 0. Okay, meaning if the addition of these two is equal to 0, it's going to give us 0 plus 0, which is 0. So this implies that the fraction part of x is equal to 0, and the greatest integer of y, that's also going to be 0. So take note of this. Okay, now let's move on from equation 5. From equation 5, we have this, okay, plus this is equal to 1.1. Okay, like we said, this is talking about the greatest integer. So in a nutshell, this implies that the greatest integer of x is going to give us 1, okay, and the fraction part of z is going to give us 0.1. Okay, so take note of these two as well. Then the last one from equation 6. From equation 6, what we have there, we have the fraction part of y, then plus the greatest integer of z, which is equal to 2.2. So this implies that the fraction part of y is going to give us 0.2, okay, and the greatest integer of z, that's going to give us 2. Okay, having gotten all this information that we have here, so what is the next thing that we need to look into? The next thing now is, let's get the value of our x, value of y, and value of z. Don't forget to get x is going to be, go back to what we are given here. Take a look at us notes here. So x is equal to the greatest integer of x, that's this, okay, plus the fraction part of x. So meaning what we have here, what is the greatest integer of x? Based on what we have gotten so far from equation 4 to equation 5. Let's take a look at that. So that is this. You can see it here, which is 1. That means this is 1 here, okay. And the fraction part of x, what's the fraction part of x? Look at it here. This is 0, so we have 1 plus 0, and that's going to give us 1, okay. Now let's go for y. Y is this. Same thing with y here, okay. Same approach for y here. And what is the greatest integer for y? Let's check that out. For y, it is 0 here, okay. This is 0, okay, plus, and the fraction part of y, let's take a look at that. Fraction part of y. Look at the fraction part of y here. Fraction part of y, this is 0.2. So this is 0.2. Addition of these two is going to give us 0.2. Okay. And the last one here, which is z. Okay, we do the same thing. This is z, the greatest integer of z, plus the fraction part of z, sorry, z. Okay, so what is the greatest integer of z? If we take a look at it now, for z, we have 2 here. This is 2, okay. Then plus, what is the fraction part of z? Look at it here. The fraction part of z is 0.1. This is 0.1. So if we add these two together, we get 2.1. So in total, or in summary now, therefore, x is equal to 1. Okay, y is equal to 0.2 and z is equal to 2.1. So these are the values of x, y, and z based on this question given. We have come to the end of today's class. Thank you for taking your time to watch this clip. And now, please, I want you to subscribe to this channel, like, and share. We'll meet next class. Thank you.